Finally, I get some time to do a Kicking It Old School video to go ahead and do one of my own album versus album, track by track. I mean, last night I went ahead and completed a weekly NARC video. I haven't been able to, as I've been telling you on weekly NARC, I had not been able to make any videos lately due to being so busy with two jobs and all. And I've been studying for something new that I'll probably be surprising you all with pretty soon. And yes, I haven't even had time to color my hair to make myself look young, or my beard. But anyway, I know it's been a while, but how's it going, old schoolers? You are Kicking It Old School with Russell J.S. And I am your host, Russell J.S. Tonight, I'm going to do a special album versus album, track by track. Now, if you are new to the channel, please, it helps a lot if you like the video, subscribe, leave comments in the box down below, tell your friends about the channel, so we can help get this thing going. Now, the two albums that I'm going to display tonight on Kicking It Old School, well, there are two self-titled debut albums that came out around the mid-'70s by two of the biggest hard rock acts of the time. In one corner, we have You Wanted the Best, You Got the Best, the hottest band in the world, Kiss, versus the Motor City Madman, the Nuge, Terrible Ted, Uncle Ted. Yes, the self-titled debut, Kiss from 1974, and Ted Nugent from 1975. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare these albums. I'm going to go track by track, see which one I love the most. I hope maybe Kiss will get this one, because I don't know if I remember when I did the Versus video when I put a Live 3 against AC/DC Live. I think Kiss won that. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go back to the video. But I'm hoping if they did win that, then I'm hoping this will be a second time, because now this copy that I have right here of Kiss's 1974 self-titled debut album, this is not an original. This is a remake on 180 gram. And for a moment, I thought I was going to have to even these, albums out, because they both have 9 tracks on them. But the original one did not have Kissing Time, so I wanted to take Kissing Time off there because that song is totally lame. It's redundant. It's horrible. What were they thinking? I mean, they could have put something that was going to be on Hotter Than Hell, instead of Kissing Time. I mean, come on, man. And, of course, Ted Nugent. I mean, both Ted Nugent and Kiss, along with other great 70s hard rock acts that come out in the early to mid-1970s, such as Rush, Blue Oyster Cult, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Leonard Skinner, they would, in the next decade, influence a whole new crop of bands to come out. Whether it would be like the hair metal, the thrash metal, regular metal, grunge. They would be major influences. Kiss was even a major influence on Garth Brooks and Lenny Kravitz. Those guys ain't metal. Lenny Kravitz is just regular rock, and Garth Brooks is country. But without further ado, let's rate these bad Oscars, see who comes out the winner. And just in case shall we? And just in case it's a tie, I got a quarter with me, so it's going to be heads, Kiss, tails, Ted Nugent. So, let the battle royale begin. Starting off on Kiss versus Ted Nugent, we got Strutter versus Stranglehold. I really love the song Strutter. What a great way to start their debut album out. And it's like, I really like that song, and I love Stranglehold, and it's really a tough call. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and give Kiss a point, and I'm going to give Ted Nugent a point. And then after that, you got Nothing to Lose versus Stormtroopin'. I love how this second track starts out. Yeah, Peter Criss is mainly singing, and so is Gene Simmons. But, I understand they were Beatles influenced and everything, and they were trying to do that, make it as if it's Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr sharing the vocals. But I'm not a big fan of the song. So I gotta give a second point to Ted Nugent. Firehouse versus Hey Baby. Now, Firehouse is really awesome. I love that. I love that track. I love how they put the sirens in it. I mean, when they do it live, they got the sirens wailing toward the end, and Gene comes out with the big sword or dagger on fire, and he spits he breathes the fire out like a monster, like a demon. As a matter of fact, when Kiss played on New Year's Eve of 1973, when they played the Academy of Music in New York City, opening for Blue Oyster Cult. As a matter of fact, Gene Simmons had way too much hairspray in his hair. And what had happened was he went and did that stunt. The story goes like Bill Aucoin, their manager at the time, said, okay, which one of you wants to breathe fire? So Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, and Paul Stanley stepped back, and Gene was standing there. I guess he wasn't paying attention. And I guess the story goes that Neil Bogart, the manager, the owner, the founder of Casablanca Records, and Kiss's manager, Bill Aucoin, said, okay, Gene, you're the man to do it. So Gene got the job every time they performed Firehouse, where at the end, he'd take the dagger that's on fire, and he would have a wad of kerosene in his mouth, and he would spit the kerosene and, breathe the fire. Well, that particular night on New Year's Eve at the Academy of Music in New York, the fire ricocheted and hit Gene Simmons on the side of the head. But what was really cool was they doused out the fire. He had too much hairspray in his hair. They still doused out the fire, and they continued on with their set. And what would happen was when Blue Oyster Cult would go ahead and take the stage, everybody wanted Kiss back, that makeup band. But that goes to show how even early on, before their record even came out, Kiss was about to dominate. They blew Black Sabbath off the stage. They toured with Rush. They were mutual friends with Rush. They caused Blue Oyster Cult the following year to open for them. I mean, Kiss was actually a force to be reckoned with at that point. So I'm going to give, and I love the song Hey Baby. I love that kind of bluesy vibe, and Derek St. Holmes' vocals, how strong they are. Because it's got kind of like that working class Detroit bluesy rock kind of, vibe going on. So you know what? In my book, Firehouse and Hey Baby each get a point. So that's 2 points for Kiss and 3 points for Ted Nugent. Boy, Kiss, you better pick up the pace here, man. But then again, what we got next is Cold Gin versus Just What the Doctor Ordered. Cold Gin, written by Ace Frehley, but sung by Gene Simmons. The story goes like Kiss main founders, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, they envisioned a band unlike anything they ever saw before in their lives, where, it would be like the Beatles. The Beatles with Alice Cooper, with the theatrics, where everybody played an instrument, everybody sang, everybody was a star, and everybody wrote songs. Well, Ace Frehley brought the song Cold Gin to the fold, but he had Gene sing it because he was afraid to sing. He thought he couldn't sing. And in a few years, we would hear the debut of Ace Frehley's lead vocals on Shock Me from 77's Love Gun. That is going up against Just What the Doctor Ordered. Again, another favorite Nugent tune of mine. And, he's got that, Nuge has that conservative, kind of vibe, that's kind of conservative, working class, likes to rock and roll, listen to rock and roll, dance to rock and roll, play rock and roll, and sing rock and roll. And again, with Derek St. Holmes on the vocals, it was always one of my favorite Nuge songs. So because I love Cold Gin and I love Just What the Doctor Ordered, that gives 3 points to Kiss, 4 points to Nuge. And then next we have Let Me Know versus Snakeskin Cowboy. This is a Gene song. This is a Gene song. Let Me Know, it's got an all right melody, it's got that whole Beatle thing going on. But Snakeskin Cowboy, it's tough, it's masculine. I mean, just that guitar intro, that da da na 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 da na na na. So, I like Let Me Know. I like Snakeskin Cowboy better than I like Let Me Know. So that's 5 points for the Nuge. Next, remember I said that one particular song did not make the original pressing of Kiss's debut? Kissing Time. It's a 1959 cover. I don't know what 50s artist did it. I mean, the guitar work, the music sounds great in it and everything, but wait, no. That's bad. So Kissing Time against, I love Snakeskin Cowboys better, so that's 3 points for Kiss, 6 points for Ted Nugent. Oh boy. Now we've got Deuce versus Motor City Madhouse. Now that's where Ted really gets out there and really gets that raunchy, his full testosterone rock and roll, hardworking. He does the lead vocals on this. And Deuce, it's about, how women need to appreciate their men, how they work hard for them. I love that song. I love the way it sounds. The intro, it's kind of got like that Chuck Berry vibe to it. So I'm going to give a point to both Nugent and Kiss. All right. 100,000 Years versus Where Have You Been All My Life? Love 100,000 Years. I'm not too familiar with, I am a little bit, but, I just go ahead and listen to the whole album and, I'll know the songs that are the big ones, but I listen to the whole record. But, I don't know it all that well. So therefore, I'm giving Kiss gets earned 5 points there. And last but not least, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Well, I had to write the list out on one of these little notepads, so you have to forgive me. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I'm going to pause for a moment. I'll be right back. I made a little bit of a mistake here, so I gotta scratch off some points. Yep, definitely a mistake here. All right, so let me go ahead and redo this again. It's Let Me Know versus... Now, I'm going to do this whole video. I'm going to keep going, okay? I'm going to kind of scratch off where I've made points already. So here we go. Strutter versus Stranglehold. You know, I gave each a point to Kiss and Ted Nugent. Nothing to Lose and Stormtroopin'. I went ahead and I gave that to Ted Nugent. You know, go back to the video, correct me if I'm wrong. And Firehouse versus Hey Baby. And I went ahead and I gave a point to Nugent and Kiss for that. Cold Gin and Just What the Doctor Ordered. Point for Kiss. Another point for Nuge. Kissing Time versus Snakeskin Cowboy. Yep, right there. Slash. Deuce versus Motor City Madhouse. I give them both to Kiss and Nugent. Where Have You Been All My Life? Oh no, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, good. Forget it. All right. Yeah, I had to use one of these pads, so Ted Nugent's probably going to win this anyway. It's Deuce versus Where You've Been All My Life, and I give that to Kiss. Number 8, You Make 100,000 Years versus You Make Me Feel Right at Home. I give that to Kiss. And last but not least, Black Diamond versus Queen of the Forest. Not a big fan of Queen of the Forest, so I got to give that to Kiss. And now, here's where it is. The ultimate score will be, let me write this down, for both artists. Here we go. All right, so the final score is Kiss 7, Ted Nugent 7, so it is a tie. I knew it was going to somehow come out as a tie, so what I'm going to do is get my old buddy George Washington here and plated in silver, and we're going to let fate decide. Let's see what fate likes better. Heads, it's Kiss, and tails, Ted Nugent. Oh, let me do that flip again. I have a hard time flipping these. Nope. Third time's a charm. All right, here we go. Hold on a second. The momentum is too much. All right, here we go. And the winner is Ted Nugent. Wow. I forget how many of these. I think this is going to be the second one that Kiss has lost. So, Ted Nugent's self-titled debut album wins this round. I guess for some odd reason, I don't think Fate is a big fan of the original lineup of Kiss. I don't know why. If it hadn't been for, all four of them, for Paul, Gene, Ace, and Peter, we wouldn't have Kiss. You wouldn't have the lineups that were great, like with Vinnie Vincent and Eric Carr and Mark St. John and, Bruce Kulick and then along with Eric Singer and then back to Peter Criss and Ace Frehley. And sadly, a lot of fans really love that half Kiss, half tribute band kind of thing. So Ted Nugent wins this round. I'm sure Kiss, I had to flip. I can't just pick them both. I can't just leave it as a tie. One of them had to win. And you know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and feature this on another classic debut. But anyway, as we speak right now, I've got a video downloading for the weekly narc. Like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of the videos on the channel for like the weekly narc or kicking it old school because I'm a busy man these days. Working two jobs, it does tire you out. I mean, I always plan on the weekends to, do a video for both vlogs for the weekly narc and for kicking it old school. I want to do it like during, once I get home. But once I get home, I kind of like settle in for a bit, have a sweet tea, watch a little bit of a video, and then I pass out. And, I've got a lot of other stuff in the works. There's even a video I've got to do on a handheld that I purchased that I want to show you that I had once before, but it's a new and improved one. But I've got a lot in the works. I do apologize to you all because I know what you're thinking. He's got an internet show called The Weekly Narc, but yet he's not putting out videos weekly as much. How can he call it The Weekly Narc? Maybe the monthly mark or the month narc or the, every 2 month narc, whatever have you. But like I said, I've just been real busy, I mean, my father has recovered and everything, and I'm working two jobs and I'm working on studying for something to better my life. But, I've been having videos on the brain. I'm ready to go ahead and make some more videos. And, pretty soon I'm going to come up to my 100th video and I'm going to make that something special to celebrate 100 videos of Kicking It Old School with Russell J.S. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look back on how it all started when I just went by Russell Somerton and I decided to go by Dr. Old School. And then, after a while I got sick of Dr. Old School and I decided to become Russell J.S. But, a lot has happened since I started doing videos on YouTube. Lots changed, I had things going on. I had some triumphs. I've had some tragedies and, more triumphs. And, here's hoping more triumphs come my way. Well, that is all the time I have for Kicking It Old School with Russell J.S. Just remember, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit a like, a subscribe, leave a comment in the box down below. Also, introduce your friends to this channel. Get some more old schoolers. Let's build this channel up. Let's get, help me get some followers so, we can spread the love and the joy of going against narcissism and, just kicking it old school, being all retro and everything. But this is all the time I have. So remember, keep it real, keep it chill, keep it fresh. Get you enough of anything, get you enough of love, get you enough of peace, get you enough of tranquility. Play some Atari, play some Nintendo, watch 80s movies, listen to Pantera, listen to Guns N' Roses, listen to Kiss, listen to whatever your heart truly desires. I love you all, man, and, take care of yourself, your families, and I always say every video, Godspeed, and may the force be with you always.